What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Okay, we're coming back to Epica. Yes, indeed. Epica Fans FEELIN YOU. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Alan Cifuentes and Insolent Umbrella. And this is actually one of Insolent Umbrella's 3 prioritized requests for the month of December for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So here you go, Insolent. I hope you enjoyed the show, and you too, Alan. Anyway, they both want to see me react to this song by Epica called Abyss of Time. Now, have I heard the song before? No. To the best of my knowledge, I have not heard this song before. This does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a chance I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, oh, okay, yeah, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This was posted by Nuclear Blast Records, okay? And the video has 2.9 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Epica, Abyss of Time, official music video. Gotta be careful with that word official, man. I'm not kidding. I just had a couple of videos blocked because of official videos. So I'm fighting them, but I don't know if I'm going to win or not. We'll see. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Okay, so got a lot of field changes here, which is really cool. Starting out, which is straight ahead, 4/4 feel, really nice, really nice. Switches up to a halftime 6/8 feel, which is really cool. And then it switches up to a straight time 6/8 feel for the chorus. And then coming out of the chorus back into that straight 4/4 feel again. I love it when bands play around with that. I love it when bands are able to do that and they're able to switch around time signatures and feels so fluidly and so smoothly. Really well done. Really, really well done. Let's keep going for right now. I want to get back in this. I have more to say, But let's get back into the song for right now. Nice orchestral hits. Ba, 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 ba. Really nice orchestral hits with her operatic style. Speaking of her style of vocalization, and his too, in the verses, doing the trade-off, I like that. I really like that. You're getting the grit and the growl and the gravel on one side, and then an immediate response with her clean vocal. Really nice. Now, in the verses, though, I wouldn't go so far as to say operatic. I mean, she's singing clean. She's singing really clean. Great range, right on pitch. Everything sounds good. But I'm not hearing those operatic qualities. I hadn't really heard the operatic qualities until right there. That phrase, where I really heard her throat open. I felt like her jaw dropped, and she started to get that really rich back of the throat projection out. That's where I started hearing the operatic qualities. Prior to that, it was all excellent singing. I wouldn't call it operatic. It was just really clean, clear vocalizations, which sounded amazingly good. So, you know, it's not a criticism at all. A lot of people will say that in the verses that she was singing operatic. No, she was not. She was singing clean. But I would not go as far as say operatic. Right there, that phrase we just heard. Let me see if I can find it. I'll back it up a little bit. Yeah, right here. Right here. This is where the operatic style of singing comes into play for her. Yeah, see, that was far more operatic than when she was singing prior. So, that sounded really good. Okay, so far I'm digging this. I'm digging the direction. I'm digging the feel. I love how, like I said, I love how they're switching up with the time. Not from a tempo standpoint, just from a time signature structure standpoint. You know, switching between 4/4 to 6/8 with a halftime feel, going back into straight time feel, and then going back into straight time 4/4 again. I'm digging all of that. That's outstanding. Instrumentally, it sounds really good. Not overly complex. There's some great movement within the chordal structure, but nothing overly like over the top. Oh my God, you know, theory blow my mind. No, it's. I wouldn't go so far as to say it's simple, but it's not as difficult as it sounds. It's a lot simpler than it does sound, but there is definite movement within the chordal structure. So I'm digging that. It's not just, you know, 3-chord butt rock. It's got some movement and motion to it, which is really nice. It's going in places that you don't necessarily foresee. You can't exactly guess where it's going. You know what I mean? It's not being predictable. Anyway, let's keep going here.
In the beginning, there was a timeless, spaceless nothingness. And into that nothingness came a thought, purposeful, all-pervading. So ended the void.
Halftime now.
The demiurge, shaper of the false universe. Search the demiurge, nobles of self-protection are. Wolves of self-imprisonment.
See what I mean? That it's not an operatic style there. It's just it's clean, it's clear, it's precise, it's sweet. It has the power, but also has a certain amount of airiness and lightness to it. Very pleasing to the ear. She's doing a fantastic job. Prior to that, when we had that little breakdown section, really dug that halftime feel. You know, that those 3/16ths, diddle it. I love that pattern. I've always loved that pattern. It almost feels like triplets, but it's not. It's 16th notes that just 1 2 3 1 2 3. They don't play 4. There's 1 2 3 1 2 3. That's it. Really nice. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. We'll talk about it. Yeah. Lots of good things happening in this. Lots of good things happening in that song. I'll see you in the review. We'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Epica with Abyss of Time. This was a request from Alan Cifuentes and Insolent Umbrella. And this was actually one of Insolent Umbrella's 3 prioritized requests for the month of December for being a gold tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give that an 8.7. Yep, 8.7. I feel great about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Very well constructed song. Very well. It had a great intro. Into the verse, where they had the verse structured where you would do the trade-off in the vocals. You know, we had the grit and the gruff on the guy coming back into the sweet and clean from her. Really nice. And then we switched up to a 6/8 feel, which was nice. That halftime 6/8 feel, which was really good. I mean, it was 6/8. They didn't switch to 6/8, but they put the halftime feel on the 6/8. And then they went into the chorus with the straight time 6/8, and coming out of the chorus back into the groove, back into that straight 4/4 again. Great formula, really well thought out. I hear bands mess around with time signatures all the time, especially from a transitional standpoint. There's nothing wrong with writing an entire song in 6/8. I mean, look at Alter Bridge. They do it all the time. I think almost not every song, but a majority of the songs I've heard from Alter Bridge have been in 6/8. There's nothing wrong with that. You don't have to change time signatures in a song. You don't have to. I like it when bands do, but I like it when bands do it and it makes sense and it's done well. And Epica did both. Every single time that they changed their time signature, I was like, okay, that made sense. And it was smooth. It didn't feel awkward. It didn't feel out of place. It didn't feel like jostling, like, oh, it was a little rough there, but we made it, okay. It wasn't that at all. Everything was smooth as glass. Everything smooth as glass. The songwriting on this was fantastic. The structure of the song was fantastic. The instrumentation was fantastic, honestly. Guitar sounded really good. Keyboard was prominent in this. Couldn't really hear the bass very well, unfortunately. It was kind of drowned out in the mix a little bit, but that's very typical. You know, I'm kind of used to that. Drumming sounded fantastic. Everything sounded really good across the board. I was looking for anything at all I could gripe about with this song. Any complaints, anything I think they could have done better. And there's not a single thing. Even the bridge was really well done. And the breakdown after the bridge, fantastic. When she did switch up to that full drop jaw, open throat, operatic singing style, that rich vocal of hers came out. I love it when she does that. I really do. It fits so good. Not that I didn't appreciate what she was doing prior with just the clean vocal. I thought that sounded really well done too. I really like it when she drops her jaw and gets full-blown operatic on us. I really do. That breakdown after the bridge, where you had the that halftime 4/4, you know, that part, really nicely done. Really nicely done with his kind of spoken word vocal, which absolutely fit what was happening instrumentally. I'm glad he did not go grit and growl there. I'm really glad he didn't, because if he had, I think it would have overtaken the musicians. I think it would have drowned them out and it would have stolen their spotlight. So I'm glad he did the vocalizations that he did there. Now, overall, this was a great song. I really cannot find any fault with the song. Did it blow my mind? Not quite. It got close a couple of times. It did. I will say, it did get close a few times to blowing my mind, but it never really pushed me over the edge. You know what I mean? No, but nonetheless, this is a great song, which is why it's getting a great score of 8.7. Might be interesting to see if they perform this live. I may have to go look that up. I think I'm gonna. When I'm done filming today, yeah, I'm gonna go look this song up and see if they do perform it live, because I'm really curious to see if they do perform it live, how well they do it and how good it sounds. Because there are songs that appear on albums that sound fantastic, but then you do it live and it's terrible. Like, I'll give you an example. Oh gosh, what's that song? Within. There's a song by Kiss called Within. It appeared on it was the second track on the Psycho Circus album. I love that track. That's my favorite song on that album. I love that song. But I've heard them play it live and it sounds horrible. Horrible live. It was not meant to be played live. but it sounds great on the album. It sounds fantastic on the album, but live it is a train wreck. I'm curious to see this song that sounds so good on a track. I wonder how good it sounds live. I'll bet, but then again, knowing them and how good they do sound live, it probably sounds amazing. I bet you it probably sounds even better live. I don't know. I'd have to see it. I'll have to find out. I'll do that when I'm done filming. But 8.7 is what I feel about this song. I feel this is the score it deserves, and that is where we're going to stay. So, 8.7, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hopefully you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you did enjoy the show, and you would like to see more videos like this, feel free to join the fan base by clicking on that button down there. Yeah, you know the button I'm talking about. Click on that button, join the fan base, and become one of us. Now, for whatever reason, if you don't feel like clicking on that button, that's okay. I still respect you. Also, if you did enjoy the video, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. It'll do me a world of good, and it will do you absolutely no harm whatsoever. Finally, if you guys do join the fan base, you will find a bell down there that you can click on. By clicking on that bell, it'll keep you up to date on everything happening with this channel, including when new content gets dropped. So, if you want to stay in the know, click on the bell, and you'll stay in the know. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Until next time, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.